Hey, where's me? We got audio? Hello, there's audio. Who's here? Anybody here? Anybody here? Who's here? Oh, let me move this light. Hello, hello. Is there anybody in there? All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Kevin Vidini here for Superpower Review. Let's get this show going, even though if I don't know if there's anybody here. So what's going on, everybody? It's Kevin Vidini here. Welcome to Superpower Review's live stream show, the Superpower Hour. Hold on, let me turn this down. That's annoying. Had the audio up. Guys, we have bit of a controversial and very exciting video today. First of all, my earplugs are all tangled up. I'm a mess today. I am a straight hot mess. Hold on. Sorry. So first of all, we have a bit of a controversial show for you guys today. I have some things that I want to talk about. Very small piece of comic book news, but again, guys, be sure to chime in the chat if you are here. I'm going to be going in the chat in a few seconds to say hi to everyone's here. But make sure you guys, get in on the conversation, get in on if you can, ask some questions, put your input in the chat. It's greatly appreciated, and that's what makes the conversation ongoing. I'm going to show you guys some recent comic book pickups that I made over the weekend. I went to a comic book shop that I haven't been to in a year. And it was nice to go there, and I picked up some really cool stuff. And I'm going to tell you guys what to be looking forward to this week for videos being uploaded to the channel. So again, I hope you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you're not already, please do so. Click on that bell notification, and you'll be notified every time I upload a video or when the channel goes live. And it goes live every single Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then at the end, I'm going to give you guys some huge channel news that I'm very excited about, and I hope that you are as well. So let's go into the chat. Who's here? We got 7 likes already. We got 10 people watching. Thank you guys so much. We have MJ Comics. Hello, everyone. It's James. What's up, James? We got Cardboard Crazies. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? We got my buddy Steve B from Burke Family 54 Comics. What's a superhero title? Do you mean what's a superhero tile? No, that was bad. I'm sorry. We got Jamie from Think Geek Theory. What's going on, man? Hello here, but can't only say for a half hour. That's okay. You can always watch the rewind. And Mikey J, MJ Comics. Hey, Kiana Keys. Hey, let me tell you about this really fun story, okay? So I was on MJ Comics' YouTube channel over the weekend to do a CGC unboxing, and they had a panel of guests. I was on that panel, and they were doing a CGC unboxing. They wanted to see what the panel had to say about the grade, and then they revealed the grade, saying, seeing who it was, if whoever was right. And MJ Comics, feel free to drop a link to that video in this video's chat if you want, so other people can give it a watch. But it was extremely funny, and on that day, I was christened a new name, okay? And Mikey from MJ Comics gave me the new title as Kiana Keys. And I gotta tell you, I absolutely love this new nickname. I thought about rebranding the whole channel to Kiana Keys, my Instagram to Kiana Keys. It was just absolutely hilarious. And Mikey, I'm going to post a picture. I'm gonna share it to you because I gotta get like this picture of my bigger comic book keys, and just have like a big title underneath it, Kiana Keys. I absolutely love it. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. It's brilliant. Who else we got in the chat? We got Comico Dino. What's up, my friend? And we got Adrian Panda Awesome 316. What's up, my people? What's going on, my turtle dude? Burke Family 54 Comics. You totes didn't get what I was saying there, Kev. Title. Misspelled titles of your video. Wait, what? Damn it! Why? I gotta fix this. Can I fix it while we're going live? I don't know. I'm gonna try. I hope this isn't messing up anything. Title, save. Thanks for that, Steve. I appreciate that. It's the damn phone with the autocorrect. It happens all the time. I hope I didn't lose you guys. So just because of that, I lost one person. So what else we got? Again, thank you so much there, Steve. MJ Comics, I love it, and it's fixed. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Teacher lives matter. Burke's anal. No, I'm anal too. I'm glad you pointed that out, man. We got Gorilla Todd Comics. What's up, man? And Burke, you're a teacher too. Everybody's a teacher. I feel like there's like a lot of teachers in the comic book community. It's kind of nuts. Remy Q Studios. What's up, man? Wait, we're not talking about Home Improvement? Huh? Remember that show? They really are. Hold on, let me take a sip of water here. We got 14 people watching, and so guys, all right, let's get into some of this comic book news. Hold on, Brick Family 54 comments. Kevin is gonna come tile my kitchen. I mean, I'll do it for you if you really want me to. I'll pave the way. I'll do some tiling. Nothing I haven't done before. And MJ Comics just dropped the link to that video of the live stream that I was just talking about. So if you guys want to go check that out, be sure to do that. We got Boston Chris. What's going on, man? I've never seen you on a live stream, but I really appreciate you being here. I hope you're doing well, man. So here's the thing, all right? Link to the video, Kiana Keys as guest on our channel. Kiana Keys, I love it. I absolutely love it. Hey, we got 16 people watching right now, and we have 9 likes. If we could make the amount of people watching match the likes, that would be greatly appreciated. So here's the comic book news that happened over the weekend that I want to talk to you guys about. And remember, okay, I want you guys to chime in on the conversation. That's what helps the show. Let me know what you guys have, your thoughts on this opinion or this certain matter. Okay, so I got my trusty script that I worked very, very hard on today. Okay, so Punisher creator Jerry Conway says he would cancel every single superhero title in order to save the comic book industry, if he was in charge, of course. Jerry Conway thinks that comic companies catering to longtime fans and collectors is killing the industry and is a poor business model. He said if he was in charge of the industry, Jerry would no longer make fan-oriented continuity, events, reboots, and variant covers. Jerry thinks that comic companies do a poor job trying to attract new readers, even when comic companies do reboots, which one of the sole purposes is to have new readers have a starting point in a character or story. Conway also explains, and I quote, I'd cancel every existing superhero comic book and publish a limited new line for a middle grade readership, simplify characters and storylines, and eliminate every event that requires more than passing familiarity with the basic simplified continuity, 10 to 15 titles. And he also goes on, for existing readers, I would offer a separate higher price graphic novel line with whatever expanded adult storylines creators and readers want to explore. But this would be separate, not monthly. Not that the mainstream, and I'd do everything, he said, everything possible to get monthly comics into supermarkets and movie theaters and Walmart and Target and Costco and offer subscription services through Amazon. Pursue every alternate distribution avenue possible. Now, I read this, okay, and we already got someone chiming in. I'll have to remember that Adrian was the first person. But what if we didn't like it? Where are all the choices? Okay, so I read this over the weekend. I read it over again today while I was writing up the script, and I gotta say that Jerry is wrong in some things, but Jerry has a lot of good points in other things. And I watched a couple of people who talked about this on their YouTube channel, and I saw a lot of people who were a little bit salty on Instagram about this matter, about Jerry talking bad about the comic book industry. And it seems like a lot of people are like, hey, like, we are the fans. You can't forget about we, the fans. We're the ones that are making the comic book industry stay afloat. And I agree with that, okay? But he also says in his quote that, he's not completely forgetting about the people who are, you know, who are the big fans. You know what I mean? So he said that he would do something to cater to them. But, I feel like that DC and Marvel should listen a little bit to what Jerry Conway has to say. I mean, we already do have comic books in Walmart. I mean, it's not like a huge selection of comic books. It's like, they have their exclusives. I know Venom recently just had an exclusive for Walmart. I don't see comic books at Target. I don't see comic books at Costco. And I don't see comic books at movie theaters. And the only time I was ever given a comic book at a movie theater was when I went to go see Venom. But, he does have this good idea of possibly sending out comic books to other avenues. But then the big drawback to that, the bigger problem to that, is if we were to distribute more comics to other places and not to our local comic shops, then that I think would put a huge hole in local comic book shops' foot, and we would see a lot of comic book businesses go out of business. And again, guys, please chime in on the chat. Tell me what you thought about this, about Jerry Conway stating, all these things about the problems with the comic book industry, and to attract readers, new readers to comic books. I really feel like that in order to pick up a comic book, you have to have a remote interest in a comic book. And I've never seen anyone who was, never really into comic books and be like, I'm going to start picking up comic books. This looks pretty cool. Every time someone who's had a history with comic books, loves comic books, or just even the characters, that's what draws them into reading comic books. So I think that trying, Jerry's saying that we need to attract more readers and almost shy away from the big fans. I think that's a little bit wrong in my opinion. But like, if you were to strictly just go to the new readers, you're trying to get new readers, I think that would be worse for the comic book industry than us, who are the huge fans, are ultimately keeping the comic book industry afloat. Is anyone going to talk about this? We got Adrian Panda Awesome 316. But what if we didn't like it? Where are the choices? Boston Chris Comics. One thing he's not thinking about is the size of the print runs. 15 titles being shipped to all of these other avenues would be in the millions, which would kill the aspect of collecting. And here's the other thing too, and he would cater to the fans with trade paperbacks. And here's another thing I don't think Jerry's thinking about is that comic books come, a comic book title. Let's say we're talking about Detective Comics that comes out every 2 weeks. If you're going to make a trade paperback of all those accumulated stories, that is all that time you're not going to be making money because you're writing the story for the trade paperback and it's not coming out every bi-weekly. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about, because as they say, time is money, and if you're going to build up stories for a trade paperback and not these individual comics with 12 to 15 pages, it's going to be also harder for you to make up that money. So I feel like Jerry is onto a little bit of something, but it almost comes off as backlashing in my opinion, because we are the diehard fans who are going to these comic book stores every single week for New Comic Book Day, and again, we're the ones that are keeping these businesses alive. We do know that the comic book industry is they're on thin ice right now with everything that's going on with the pandemic, and we definitely have seen comic books implode on multiple occasions. You know what I mean? During the Comic Code Authority in the 50s, late 50s, early 60s, and the implosion of the comic book industry in the 90s. So that's like I said, the comic book industry is always on thin ice because it's just comics. There's not a lot of people. If you really think about it, there's not a whole lot of people who read comic books. It might look like there's a lot of people, but not everybody reads comic books. Let's see, what do we have here? I saw a couple of comments pop in and made me happy. Brick Family 54 Comics, looting with my daughter, but I'll try to keep it going in background to get you those hours watched. Thanks, Steve. I said coloring. I don't know how it changed. See. I don't know what you're looting. You're looting artwork. Let's see. Boston Chris Comics. I can understand his arguments, but he's not thinking on what keeps comics thriving. And exactly, he's not really thinking about what keeps it thriving. What keeps it thriving is the people, like I said, who go to the comic book store every week on Wednesday to go buy new comics. I'm sure that there are a lot of people who are even remotely interested in comic book characters, and I'm talking about the people who go see the movies or grew up with the shows, but people who ultimately don't read comics, I'm sure they don't even know that comic books even come out on Wednesday. Who knows that comic books come out on Wednesday? Us, the fans, keeping the stores afloat and keeping the businesses afloat. Let's see, what do we got? The Lost Comic Kid. What's up, everybody? What's going on, man? How you doing? MJ Comics. Steve is incriminating himself. B16 Papa. The problem is the market is oversaturated with exclusive variants. And that's what he also says, too, in here, B116 Papa. You know, he says that he would eliminate variant covers. And I think I wouldn't... I would say that the comic book industry could definitely use less variants. And I've said this in the past on one of my videos, one of my controversial Marvel videos, where I said that there were too many variants and people hated me for saying that. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of variants in the industry, and they could definitely tone it down a lot. John's Comics with Kids. What's up, man? Thank you so much for joining. Think Geek Theory. I think you need to focus on all aspects in the chain here. Distributing is one, but is the only thing you need to do. I think attracting new readers is more than just where someone can buy them. And to be honest, I think one of the biggest things that attracts new readers into comic book collecting, and I gotta say, I think it's all these, comic book movies that come out in theaters, and I think that's what helps viewers go, maybe I should pick up a comic book and read what this is all about. And there's been many, many times I've seen that. We had Avengers Endgame come out, and people went to go buy Infinity Gauntlet trade paperbacks. I mean, I saw all over Newberry Comics. They had like a table in front of the door with bunches, like a whole pile of them, and people were buying them. So I think that is a good tool of new readers picking up comic books is the movies. I think the movies are a huge help to the comic book industry, and I know other artists will tell you otherwise, because I've had conversations with a few comic book artists, and they say that the movies are killing the comic book industry, but I beg to differ. I'm not sure. Maybe that's a different argument for a different day, but who knows? Let's see, what do we got? Boston Chris Comics. I'm not sure if it was, hold on, if it was in the article, but I thought I read he's pretty much against adult readers being rabid long-time collectors. Boston Chris, it does come off that way. It really does. But, it was a little bit abrasive where he said, like, he wants to stop catering or not cater so much. Let's go with that. It's not cater so much to the long-time comic book fans and comic collectors, but he just feels like that he needs to reach out to all of these new readers, all these people who are not reading comic books, and he wants to cater more to that. And I feel like that it's almost like the saying goes, you gotta deal with the devil that you already know. Comic book industries trust that the fans are gonna go buy comic books every Wednesday, but you can't trust that people are gonna be like, let me buy this comic book. You know what I mean? So let's see, what do we got? Gorilla Todd Comics. I think the main point is that comic books are not accessible to new readers. Young boys who are traditionally read comics during the middle grades, there is a lack of material for this demographic. At Gorilla Todd Comics, that is also true. That is very true. Comic Books NYC, what's up, man? How you doing? I didn't get to jump into your live stream, but I saw you were going live, buddy, or you were live. Cardboard Crazies, but the variants are keeping people working. Can you fault the companies for wanting people to work? No, no, and I see what you're saying there, Cardboard Crazies. There's a lot of variants, and they get these other artists to do, um, you know, these covers, and the artists make a commission. But like I said, there are way too many variants in this comic book game. Um, Gorilla Todd Comics, with no readers, there is a limited future, and that's exactly it. I mean, like I said, you got to deal with the people that you already know and cater to. Um, and I got to be honest, I think that, well, who said it? About it was Gorilla Todd Comics, about, there's a limited or lack of material for this, for the young demographic. But, maybe that's why I'm not seeing so many kids at a comic book store, but I don't know. Let's see. Where was I at? Boston Chris Comics. It's true. Too many covers for every book that comes out on the Marvel side. It seems like every book that at least 1 in 10 and 125 variant. Variants should be saved for bigger issues, but they make money. Yep, they make money, and people are. It's a cash grab. People are going to keep buying them. People are going to keep wanting them, and they're going to keep making them. Let's see. Boston Chris Comics. That attitude is similar to the argument with casual gamers versus console gamers, where a lot of people felt that console mobile games were the industry was going. Cardboard Crazies for compliment. Completionists, yes, there are too many. Hold on. Why am I pinwheeling over here? Okay, we're good. For a completionist, yes, there are too many, but for someone who loves the chase of a big variant cover, it's a fun hunt. I'm not for or against either way. I'm not against variants. I just think that there's too many variants. B16 Papa. Another problem in the fact that scalpers are buying in bulk at the small spec. In the UK, a lot of people were let down over first print Thor 6 with no real explanation. Comic Books NYC. There's a lot of different things that young people can commit their attention to these days, though. That is a huge comment right there. That is a really big comment right there, because no one's gonna. I don't think a kid these days are gonna go read a comic book when they're pretty much stuck on video games, iPads, and all this. It's a different generation. Boston Chris Comics. In the end, it's the casual games didn't overtake the industry, but it did introduce the microtransactions that are now rampant in console games. Yeah. So my verdict is that Jerry he has a good idea about it, but I think there are some other things that he's really not thinking about. Like I said, if he were to distribute trade paperbacks to all of these other companies and not to comic book shops, you can pretty much say goodbye to your local comic book shop. And I think trade paperbacks wouldn't be the way to go, because, like I said, a trade paperback is a thick book. It's not a comic book. It's multiple stories. It's multiple issues in a book. And if you're not coming out with a trade paperback every single week, if it takes about 3 months for a trade paperback to come out, you might be shooting yourself in the foot, and you're not probably going to make as much money with the time given. Hold on, let me take a sip of water here. See, you guys are getting into it, and I like it. I like that. This is what I want. When I do the news segments, this is more or less what I want. I want more people chiming in on their thoughts and on in their opinions. I like it. We're roasting over here. We're roasting. I like it. Cardboard Crazies. We live in a society where heroes and villains are basically shoved down your throats. They're everywhere. Media, TV shows, and movies, games that have nothing to do with heroes, fortune, etc. DJ Links, my bad, I'm late. How dare you, good sir. Splash Page Comics, hey man, how's it going up? Gorilla Todd Comics, kids love when I put a comic in front of them, never fails. I let kids look through my Infinity Gauntlet trade, and after a few minutes he exclaimed, I get it now. It makes so much sense now, see? And that's cool. That's really cool. And that's so Gorilla Todd is one of the people that we need in order to get these new readers on board. It's the people who are parents and have little kids, and that's how you get new readers in. You know what I mean? You start them young, and you get them into it. Just a weekend in his comics. What's up, Rod? What up, Rod? Holy coconuts. Boston Chris Comics. I think he could try approaching Marvel or DC to propose this with some of their titles that they are maybe not selling, and try this model out with a set number of characters. Boston Chris, they I mean, DC did that whole slashing of titles where they rather canceled titles or they just went completely digital. Marvel did that, during the pandemic as well. That they took whatever comic books that weren't selling well and they just digitized them all. So let's see, what do we got? Is that it? DJ Links, why us two Puerto Ricans gotta be late? So I think I totally understand why so many people were very upset and frustrated about what Jerry Conway said, and I felt like that they felt very left out. And like I said, I mean, he does mention the people in here, but I can see why people can also get really frustrated about how he wants to cater less to the people who are the longtime fans, the longtime collectors. But it was a jerk move to saying that those are the people that are killing the industry, and we need the people who don't read comics to try to save the industry. That's how I kind of took it. So let's see. I wasn't mad at this at his comments, but I think his version is short-sighted. Okay, I'll agree with you on that. We got Flicks and Comics. What's up, JoJo? And that's my whole take on it. We got 15 people watching right now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. We got 12 likes, and like I said, if you guys can make the likes match the same amount of people watching, that would be absolutely awesome. To all those people, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, to all those people who are watching the rewind, don't forget to click on that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to show your support to the channel, and make sure you click on that bell notification so you know every time I upload a video and go live every single Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for what we're doing right now. Boston Chris Comics, I think he's looking at where as these older readers either way walk away or pass away, there won't be anyone to fill that void. Okay. I didn't see it that way, but okay, all right. Gorilla Todd Comics, gotta run wrestling practice. Gorilla Todd, have fun for wrestling practice. Go get him. Don't give him a rusty trumpet. All right, so moving on. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys. DJ Link. I want to talk to you guys a little bit of what to expect this week for content. So this week, okay, we recorded last week the interview with comic book artist Drew Moss. Drew Moss does comic book art for Image Comics, IDW Publishing, Dark Horse Comics, and used to work for Oni Comics as well, or Oni Comics. So that video will be dropping tomorrow. Guys, be sure to like that video. I have to say, this was probably one of the most chillax, fun comic book creator interviews for the channel. I had so much fun for this with this guy. I loved his answers to the questions I had for him. And he was just funny and just relaxed, and I need that. So like when I first was introduced to Drew through another comic book artist, I was like, I gotta get this guy on the show. And he's also a very talented artist. He gave me some advice on the video that I thought was really it was nice, and I felt like I needed to hear it, and you guys will give that a watch tomorrow. So make sure you like that video. I'm going to try my hardest to get more comic book creators on the show. Like I said, it's not easy, but it does happen, okay? So be on the lookout for that tomorrow. On Tuesday, I'm going to be recording a Venom issue number 28 review with my buddy Old Man Logan. I'm sorry, my old man Venom friend from Instagram, or Joe Reed. Joe is my encyclopedia of symbiotes. He knows like almost everything about symbiotes. We talk literally every day about Venom hype and Venom spec. So it's absolutely fun. He was on my last review on Venom issue number 27. It's always a good time with Joe. So if you're a huge fan of symbiotes, Venom, go check out that video. Go check out my previous reviews on Venom. We all know Venom is super, super hot right now. A lot of people are on that Venom hype train. And I gotta say, it's pretty nice that other people are jumping aboard on Venom. I mean, I've been on Venom as long as I can remember, as long as I've been collecting comics. I mean, that's one of my favorite characters right there. So seeing other people jumping on Venom, it's really cool, and it's all thanks to Donny Cates, who's pretty much blowing it up and pretty much giving us Venom fans the best Venom run we've ever had. So what do we got in the chat? Check the oil. Oh man. Evan Shimko just popping in here late. Might be no problem, man. And DJ Links, Joe knows his Venom. Yeah, we definitely know our Venom, dude. And you should, if you follow him on Instagram, his collection is absolutely insane. Splash Page Comics, been on Venom day one. Totally, man. Totally. I totally feel you on that. Even when Venom came out with Lee Price in it, I mean, I was buying that and reading that, and I didn't really care too much for that. So, but I still bought it and I still read it, even though I didn't like it. So be on the lookout for that. And on also tomorrow, I'm going to be on the Mr. Comics number 89 YouTube channel, and I'm going to be going up against Lady Fantastic, and it's going to be Batman versus Thor for the knockout, people. So make sure you guys check him out as well. Be sure to check out that live stream. It's tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys vote for Batman, because that's who that's in my corner, Batman. Even though I think Thor is pretty much gonna win it, but Batman can win anything as long as he has enough prep time. So, like I said, we got an interview with comic book artist Drew Moss dropping tomorrow. Again, please give that a watch, give it a like, and let me know if you guys. If there's a particular comic book creator that you would like me to try to get for the show, that would be pretty cool. Also, Venom number 28 being recorded tomorrow with Joe Reed. That will probably be out on Wednesday. And like I said, if you click on that subscribe button and that bell notification, you'll always know when new content drops on the channel. And again, make sure you check out Mr. Comics 89 YouTube channel, and we're going to be doing Batman versus Thor. Ding, ding, ding. Get Todd. MJ Comics, get Todd. What does that mean? You want to go get that ASM 316? Is that what that means? I'll go right now. So yeah, the Godfather, the Todd father. So I've been talking to get Todd, yeah. Yeah, the Godfather. So I've been talking to MJ Comics, and he's been looking for a comic book signed by Todd McFarlane. And I go through the Facebook Marketplace, and I don't buy too many comic books from the Facebook Marketplace. And I was like, hey, this is around me. You want to go pick it up? MJ Comics on the show. I'll go pick it up right now on the show. We'll go on a little bit of a field trip here, and we'll go pick it up. Yeah, James, just let me know, man, and I'll contact that guy, and we can set something up and how I get it and stuff. So, Scott Kernan, hey, what's up, man? So, here is, hold on, let me take a sip of water here. So, now that I talked to you guys about the upcoming shows, let me talk to you guys about some of the books that I picked up over the week. I went to a comic shop that I haven't been to in over a year. And the only reason why I know it's been over a year is because I did a video on it. It was my first video actually going outside of the studio. And it was my first time editing a video on a phone. And it was absolutely kind of horrendous as I look back at it now. But it's still cool. So I went to the Time Capsule in Cranston, Rhode Island. It's one of my favorite comic shops, other besides the one in Seekonk. And I had a great time, man. And I picked up some really, really cool books. I spent like spent like about a half hour in there, and I was talking to the owners, just shooting the shit, having a good old time. But I did pick up 3 books. This is one I've been seeing a lot on Instagram, and every time I see this cover, I say that cover is fire. That's because it's legitimately on fire. So I picked this up. This is a Detective Comics number 523, and this is the first cameo appearance of Killer Croc. I gotta have me some Killer Croc. I love Killer Croc. Like I said, anything with violence, anything with monsters and teeth, it's for me. So really, really cool cover. I've seen a couple of people trying to sell this. Is like I'm gonna wait for this one to like pop up at a comic shop, and I'll pick it up. So got Solomon Grundy on the cover. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. So also I have this Detective Comics number 469. This is the first appearance of Dr. Phosphorus. I was a little hesitant about picking this book up, to be honest, but then I ended up taking it out of the bag and flipping through it. It looks remotely interesting, so I was like, yeah, why not? Let's pick it up. Everything was half off. I didn't have the sticker prices on everything, but I took them off. But yeah, everything was half off in the back issue bin, so I thought that was pretty cool. This is like some like ink rubbing. I don't think you gonna see it, but like where the whites is like it's got this like pinkish purple on the whites, and it kind of like bleeds through. But whatever. I picked that up for $4, so why the hell not? And this is probably one of the most interesting books that I picked up, because as soon as I saw this in the back issue bin, I was like, yes, definitely taking this. As you guys know, I absolutely love Neil Adams. So here's my Batman number 241. This is a Neil Adams cover. Art done by Neil Adams, and this is also inked by Bernie Wrightson, who's one of my top favorite artists as well. But I just think this is such a really cool cover. I really love the old school Batman logo just taking up most of the cover, and cool like full. What would you call that? That's the moon, right? I mean, I know Batman comes out at night, but I don't know. That background color tells me otherwise. There is a pretty big water stain in the back cover, but for $6, I was like, I don't care. Give me that. This is the first appearance of Doctor. No, I'm sorry, Colonel Sulfur. And you're like, who the hell is that? Exactly. Who the hell is that? Because nobody cared about this villain after this villain appeared in these comic books. That was like a villain that Denny O'Neil like really tried hard to like put in your face, like this is a new villain like him, and nobody did. So that was another book that I picked up, and I don't care about the first appearance. It was more about a cover buy, to be honest, because I don't usually do cover buys because I don't have a lot of space for them in the collection. But this one was really cool, and I was like, yeah, I've been looking for this one for a little while. It's at the price that I want it, so I'm gonna snag that. So that's everything that I picked up at the Time Capsule in Cranston, Rhode Island. So just to do a little recap, we got Batman number 241. We got Detective Comics issue number 469, first Dr. Dr. Phosphorus, yes. Yeah, brain fart. And we got Detective Comics number 523, first cameo appearance of the Killer Croc. I have Killer Croc's first appearance, but I don't have his first cover appearance. I need more comic books with Killer Croc in it, because I definitely do love me some Killer Croc. Like I said, monsters, big hulking monsters and teeth and all that jazz. I really like it. We got Scott Kernan. Hi, guys. Neil Adams' art is awesome. It truly is. So we got 15 people watching right now. We have 18 likes. Again, the guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it and sticking around. So I guess it comes now to the point of the show. By the way, there's no hashtags of the week for today's show, but I have some rather big news to announce tonight. And I said it on Instagram. If you're not following me, follow me on Instagram at KarateKevin67. That's my IG. And so I announced today that on the Superpower Hour show that I was going to announce some pretty big news. And like I said, it's pretty big for me, but I don't know how you're going to take it. But I did a video with TJ the Slab Dragon Watson. and he showed off and talked about his 2,000 plus CGC graded comics. And I want to say thank you to TJ for ultimately being on the show and also opening up the doors to this opportunity. But CGC watched that video, and CGC contacted me about that video, and they were saying how it was nice to have somebody, TJ and I, who are supportive of of CGC Comics, because we talked very highly about them, and so CGC asked if they could be on the show, and I was absolutely blown away. They contacted me on Instagram, and then we went through we went to talking on email, and so CGC is coming on Superpower Review, and this is just absolutely crazy. I'm super excited. I can't even talk right now. I'm just super happy that I'm given this opportunity, that CGC, the #1 comic book grading company, wants to be on my channel, and I think that's absolutely amazing. And during the whole pandemic, I was doing videos at home a lot, and I wasn't doing things at the studio. And I told myself, when I go back to the studio, like, I'm gonna do some things. Like I wanna have people from the community on the channel. I wanna have more comic book creators on the channel. But I did not see CGC coming. I did not see that coming at all, and I'm super pumped that CGC is coming to Superpower Review. So what that means now, okay, with CGC coming onto Superpower Review, what this means is that I want you guys, okay, I want you guys, and I'm being serious, I need you guys to send the channel questions, okay? This is your opportunity. CGC has agreed to take your questions. They want to hear from you, the community. So I want you guys to send the channel questions, and you can send me your questions to CGC at KarateKevin67 on my Instagram if you're following me already. I will put a post later, on that IG story, ask me a question kind of crap, whatever. And you guys can put them there. I will write them down. I will send them to CGC and be like, hey, this is the questions that I got from the community. Now, they're supposed to be coming on within the next 2 weeks, and I said 2 weeks because I wanted to give it enough time to people to find the channel, find me on Instagram, and ask me those questions. I feel like that's more than plenty of time to send in those questions. So I'm really excited about that. So CGC is going to also talk about some of the events that they got going on at the CGC facilities. They're doing all those private signings and whatnot. But I'm absolutely humbled and honored that CGC wants to come on Superpower Review. So when I found out that when we had like a set date, like it was confirmed that they were coming on the show, I didn't want to say anything because I said, if you guys follow me, I posted on Instagram saying I have some big news to announce. And I felt like I already had them hooked, but I didn't want to like ruin it. I didn't want to say like I have something to tell you and then like you know what, we changed our mind. We don't want to be on the show. So so I waited it out. And again, I got the email this morning that they confirmed they are coming on the show, and they have agreed to answer your questions. Okay, let's go on in the chat because I've been flabbing for a while, and let's see what you guys have got going on. Sweet, wow, mind-blowing. Carlito Classico, hey, I've been watching but had peanut butter fingers from my sandwich making until now. Did you make me peanut butter jelly? Because that's my favorite sandwich. A peanut butter jelly sandwich is like my multivitamin a day. I gotta have one. Southern Comic Geek, what's up, man? Thank you so much for joining. That's crazy. Congrats, brother. Thank you so much. Ask CGC if they have NEA 7300s. I'm sure they do. And DJ Links, ask them where are my books that I sent in the first week of August. They'll get there, man. Mastodon, hey Don, how you doing, man? Thanks so much for joining in. And that's super cool. Congrats, bro. Thank you so much. And Carlito, what's good? Count Von Strange. That's the goat sandwich. That's the goat sandwich. DJ, it is. It really is. If you guys have any questions that you can think of right now, I will literally write them down. But if not, if you think of me, okay? If you come up with a question, again, don't be shy. Send it my way on Instagram. You can also email the show at superpowerreview9@gmail.com if you have a question or if you want to potentially be a guest on the show. The show is always open to guests. I love having new people coming on the show. It's always fun to hang out. We've had a couple of new people on the show, which has been pretty fun, like DJ Links, Remy Q Studios. I don't know if Cardboard Crazies is watching, but we got to do something together soon too. But yeah, I'm always looking for guests to come on the show. If you have a show idea that you wanna present to me about coming on the show, I'm all up for that as well. I'm just looking to have a good time. That's what it's all really about to me. Is just talking to people, network with people, and just nerding out with you and nerding out with the community. That's the sole purpose of this whole show. So let's see, Carlito Classico. None of them nasty sweet pickles though. What? What's going on? We're not putting pickles in a peanut butter jelly sandwich. That's burn it. Kill it with fire. DJ Links, you gotta get Tapia on there. Okay, yeah. Well, if Tapia wants to hit me up on being on the show, we can do that. Carlito Classico, yeah, Alex would be cool on there. And the Macedon, I like peanut butter and watermelon. That's interesting. What did I knew somebody who used to do something absolutely weird with their peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and I was just like, "What? Like, why would you do that?" But now that I think of it, I can't think of it what he used to do. I was like, "Boy, what's wrong with you? That's no way to treat a sandwich. You don't treat sandwiches like that." So in case if anyone's jumping on here, again, CGC is coming to Superpower Review, and I'm super excited about it. Guys, we got 13 people watching right now. Don't forget to smash that like button if you liked anything in this video. Let me also talk about my giveaway, especially to those people who've heard it a gazillion times. Once the channel reaches 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving 3 lucky winners 3 slabs. Also, a huge shout out and a millionth thank you to Remy Q Studios for sending me these slabbed comic books for this giveaway. Very appreciative, buddy. If you haven't checked out Remy Q Studios, be sure to do that. He's a really good dude. So this is one of the books we're giving away. It's a 9.8 slab. It's a Infinite Crisis Fight for the Multiverse #1, CGC graded at 9.8 with white pages. So that is going to be one of the books that will be given away. Another donation from Remy Q Studios is this Batman and Robin number 23.4 with a really cool killer Croc cover with Batman in the background all chained up. Really cool. Graded at a 9.8 with white pages. Really awesome. So again, thank you so much, Remy Q Studios. Make sure you give him a subscribe. He's got a giveaway going on, and ultimately, I'm also going to be giving this Spawn #1 CGC graded at a 9.4. So like I said, guys, 3 slabbed books are going to be given away to 3 lucky winners once the channel reaches 2,000 subscribers. Please help me spread the word about that, and it would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying to get there. I mean, I know it's going to take a long time to get to 2,000 subscribers. We will eventually get there. I'm optimistic, but it'll be a good time. Boston Chris, I call the spawn. Carlito, I call the spawn. Claim ASM 300. There are no ASM 300s here. None. 0. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about the giveaway. All the winners, the individual winners will be selected at random. So DJ Links, see if CGC can link your channel on their website. DJ Links, I'm all over it, dude. I really hope that after my recording with them that they share it. I mean, I won't be shocked if they won't, to be honest, because whatever. But it would definitely help a lot if they did share it on their social media or website, and that would help out the channel a lot. So I think that would be really cool. So I'm super, super excited about CGC coming on the show. There are other shows in the works. I have like a whole list on my phone about show ideas. I think pretty soon too, I have a show idea. I have some. So as you may or may not know, it was my birthday almost a month ago, and I still have some cash from birthday money, and it's just been sitting in my wallet for the longest time. So I think I might go statue hunting with you guys. I think that might be fun. So what do you think? Statue hunting? Is anybody up for that? I'm up for that. I think we're gonna go to literally to the toy store right across the street from my house at the mall, and we're gonna go and pick out a statue for the budget that I have. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that would be really exciting. So like I said, I'm always coming up with show ideas, always trying to come up with something exciting for you guys to come on the show and stuff. So I think it would be fun. DJ Links, what? I just blew this guy's mind. Statue hunting? Yeah, I said it. Statue hunting. Another thing to be on the lookout for too. I mean, this is not going to be till after next week, but as we all know, New Comic Book Day is every Wednesday. Batman and Three Jokers is coming out this week, or Batman and Three Jokers #2 is coming out. I will be doing a review with MJ Comics on that issue on probably by next week. So. And that was a good time. So make sure you guys subscribe to each other. If you guys don't know who each other are in the chat, that would be awesome. Even if you got to do the old school way. I know YouTube messed us all up because you can't like click on people's profile and go right to the channel. Even if you have to remotely write the channel down and go see them after, do that. Okay, so make sure you guys sub each other up. Make sure you show that love and support. That would be awesome. And I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. So again, be on the lookout for tomorrow's interview with comic book artist Drew Moss. Also tomorrow I'm recording Venom issue #28, the review to Venom issue #28 with Joe Reed, or my friend Old Man Venom at Instagram. And tomorrow I am going live with Mr. Comics 89 and Lady Fantastic at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Batman versus Thor, the Knockout. So guys, I hope you guys check it out and vote for Batman. Vote for Batman, okay? And please, and I'm serious, please, if you have any questions for CGC, now's your time to be heard and get your questions answered. CGC is coming on the show, so I'm really, really excited about that. I'm also going to be posting a post on Instagram about the announcement. If you guys feel free to share it so other people can know about it, that would be great as well. So after the show, if you can share my giveaway post and my CGC announcement post, that would be absolutely awesome, and I would be very thankful. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.